This is Joanna from Universal Love and Light Wisdom. And we wanted to offer a beautiful Christ consciousness frequency of potential for those who so desire, that have children and families, and those that, even if you live with others, a perspective of transmuting and transcending old frequencies of worry, of fear, that often runs as caretakers or guardians and parents of children and one another. We often find ourselves in many situations in frequencies of worry as we're worrying for our children or they're worrying for us, and how to allow these frequencies to be shifted within the family circle. Because remember, as you set the vibrational tone for the home, for your family, for your own environment of what your sacred temple is, within and without, then these frequencies are in the field of those that are also moving in their unique fields of their makabas, their electromagnetic fields, their auras, and their physical multidimensional bodies, also entwining and interweaving with your vibrational field. So even though, as many of us now know, as being a crystalline child myself, many of the crystalline children can pick up on the energies within the home without words being spoken, and they're sensing and feeling into telepathically, empathically, the vibrations of thought forms within the home, and why it's so important for us, as we've offered in many of our radio shows over the past few years, a greater awareness and awakening to our own each individual vibrations, the tones that we carry at the core of who we are, sets the vibrational tone and the vibrational healing and the vibrational potential for all that unfolds. And we're becoming ever more awakened to the consciousness fields that we exist within, that exist within our bodies, the cells, the healing potentialities that we each have to move forward in our own unique healing, in the understanding of all that we are, all that we exist within, and what exists within us, as we begin to harmonize more within our divine mind, our divine bodies, our divine spirit and soul, and our divine heart. And all of these harmonizing moment for moment for moment through the spiral that we call time, we can allow ourselves to sit back and release the old world behaviors and belief patterns, or ways of behaving that led us to reacting or controlling every situation that unfolds in the house, especially when we do have children, and allowing the paradigm of how we parent into a new vibrational frequency of potential. And so this is what we wanted to offer is, as parents and as guardians of our children, understanding that they are each on their own unique soul blueprints and soul paths, in their own unique expression with Source Creator, as Source Creator, and understanding that they also are all that they are. They will be seeking what they exist within and what exists within themselves. And for us to merely set the vibrational template and platform with the expansiveness and the empowerment and the inspiration that they are source beings, empowering them to create their own choices, their own paths, their own carving out of who they are within all that is, and truly stepping back from overriding or managing and over-managing, or worrying, into allowing their paths to unfold as uniquely and creatively and expressively as it can. Not solving the problems for them, but allowing them to know that their answers reside within, guiding them when asked, offering the information when asked, and truly empowering them to that state of remembrance that they are source beings and they have that access to source wisdom, intelligence, vibration, creativity, compassion, and love for their own inner seeking and their own inner self-development and their own self-expansiveness. And oftentimes, as we're moving through our roles as families moving through Ascension, each of our own unique awakenings affect one another within the home. They affect the fields, the DNA. They affect everything that we are multidimensionally. As we've often talked about, most of the imbalances are because of the lack of communication and misunderstanding that we have as a society about who we are as spirit and soul. And balancing of the multidimensional body comes in hand greatly in the healing of our families and our children and ourselves. Knowing that we have the mental body, the emotional body, the etheric body, and the physical body, and all of these bodies, these four lower bodies, have their own needs and desires as they move through the process of awakening, enlightenment, and ascension. Ascension is the physical transmutation of the cells, the bodies within the cells, and the inner workings of the cells, through the consciousness that we choose to awaken to higher dimensional belief patterns, perspectives of who we are, the greater awareness that we have to ever explore our environment and all that we are within it, the vastness of creation within and without, the holographic mirror experience that we are moving through. And those consciousness movements of awareness, those consciousness movements of awakening, affect the cells. They affect the biological chemistry within the body. They affect all that we are as a multidimensional being. As we become more awake and aware, our field grows. Our field of potentiation grows. That electromagnetic field, that consciousness field, the innate field, where wisdom is held within, our interactivity and entanglement with all that is without us, seemingly without us. We begin to see that we're calling in those synchronicities and co-creating and masterfully calling before us through our heart's pulsations, through our heart's intentions, through our excitements, through our sacred dance, through our sacred joy of who we are within all that is. As we begin to increase our vibration through loving ourselves, through compassion, through the forgiveness process as we heal and release and let go, the field expands and vibrates at a faster oscillating pace, which therefore affects those that you are entangled with. And you will feel these interweavings when you move through an activation of your DNA, or you will move through an activation of a high, expansive awakening moment or an epiphany. And a few days later, others within your circle will also move through their awakenings, if they so choose. The bodies and the fields will absolutely be felt, but their mental body or their intellect can choose to stay at a frequency of not knowing and not moving that energy concept forward. And this is why our only responsibility is to work on our own vibration and our own expansiveness through our excitements and through our joys and through our open heart softening. For that sets the tone, and that allows all others that vibrational platform as well, but doesn't necessarily have to take those choices to dance within it. But the vibrations are offered. And it's important for us to step back from how we've thought and perceived ourselves as parents, and to release a lot of the worry and the control that we've had as parents into driving and navigating our children down specific paths or pathways, to create, yes, safe and healthy boundaries so that they maintain balance within their multidimensional bodies, and they understanding their multidimensional bodies through our upgraded and expansive awareness of what we understand to be true. But also, too, that understanding that the fields that we exist within, the consciousness fields of all that we are as electromagnetic multidimensional beings, all that we are threaded within, is a vibrational playing field that assists us in manifesting what we experience. And so if we move into this understanding, then you can set the vibrational playing field with your intention and with your choice and with your loving flow by moving your body, if you so desire, by moving with an open heart of divine sacred love, offering the Creator flow to live through you. And you can begin to set loving intentions for the home and for the space. You can begin to set those empowerment affirmations that we have created and posted on our social platforms with a beautiful picture to the children of the house or to those in your family, so that you can release the thread of bondage, because it really feels like bondage. When you worry, that's fear and that's bondage. That's the in the tarot cards and in the archetypes that we've been working with for hundreds and hundreds of years, that's the devil energy of the tarot deck. And that's the bondage that keeps us from moving forward into our full source essence, into our full source potentiality. And that bondage is that those fears and those shackles and those limitations that keep us in the same behaviors of limitation, the same behaviors of repetition. And that's why we create the same reality. Because those are those fearful emanations that we're emitting from the core of who we are, through our thought forms, through our perceptions, through our words. And that field is just ruminating with fear. and that house becomes fearful, and the energies become attracted to those energies. Because remember, we're open to the all now. So if we're ruminating and emanating those energies within the house, there will be those experiences where your fields and your astral fields and the house will have to be cleared, because you can feel the negative energies. And so it's important for us to truly awaken within the power that we have to shift the consciousness vibration within the home and ground and center ourselves within the infinite eternal truth that we are pure love, each and every one of us with the wisdoms and intelligence to manifest whatever it is we so desire. But that you can move through your house once a day, at the beginning of the day if you so desire, and just allow those loving emanations of love and joy and cleansing and empowerment. And set those thought forms and energies into the fields of consciousness movement that you and your family co-create within. And setting it with choice, and setting it with loving intention and softness that Source is. For Source will create, Source is within all particles, Source will create those emanations of reverberation back to you as you're moving through your house doing this. And the healing affirmation that we'll offer here, along with the Ho'oponopono, forgiveness and compassion, allows us that release and forgiveness of anything that we've thought we've had to control, anything that we've thought we'd had to manage or overmanage, anything that we've said or done in the past that may come back in our now frequency that we feel guilt or shame or not letting go in any of our family relationships, in any of our co-creations. And so we're going to offer you with this short explanation of how we're moving into a new consciousness awareness of who we are, what we exist within, and what truly exists within us to reshape the frequencies within our multidimensional realities, within and without. And if we use the Ho'oponopono, which is the allowance of releasing what no longer serves with true forgiveness of thyself and all others, of the vibrations that we've set forward within the home, that purity of intent to release and forgive and let go, allows this opening of the fields to reset the home with a new frequency of higher inspiration and empowerment. And you can do this at any moment that you choose to do your daily path work when you're tuning in with your multidimensional bodies. And I use Ho'oponopono every day, that I'm resetting myself to my divine essence. I reset my vibration, because we're going through so much healing. We're going through so much release karmically as a human being moving through a universal awakening and remembrance. And you gift yourself that forgiveness to let go of what no longer serves you, whether it's recurring thought forms that are negative or not serving you, whether it's old belief patterns that are negative and not serving you, guilt or shame. All of those are again held within the frequencies of bondage and fear and limitation. And they truly can be changed if you're allowing yourself that understanding that you're moving within an immense field of vibratory love and support. And opening to this, you can feel the vibrational flow of support being gifted back to you. And you can feel the love in your affirmations, you can feel the love in your forgiveness reverberating back to you, in support of your intentions, then shifting the frequency of what you experience, what you sit within, and others that move and walk about in the space. And it's a powerful experience for you to feel into the energy shifts and the energy differences in the home, and what you co-create within, and how you can see things manifest, because you are a walking field of light and love. And you can emanate this radiance and this illumination as you walk about. I send goodwill and good wishes to all. I send goodwill and good wishes to all. My heart is open and I allow Creator to flow through me. And you feel these reverberations of the infinity just flowing out, these reverberations of love as you walk forward. You don't necessarily have to create affirmations every step, but just opening in pure intention to allow the Creator to flow through you will allow those heartfelt reverberations into your field. Therefore, everywhere you walk, you're creating synchronicities with the Source Creator and the fields of the All, because you're becoming aware of it. You're acknowledging that you are within the All, and there's fields of intelligence, there's fields of Source Creator, there's fields of benevolence working with you. In all moments that you open your heart and intend, in all moments that you live and move softly and walk softly as the pure exuberation of who you are as Source, You celebrate in all that you are. You celebrate in your gifts. You celebrate in your allness. You celebrate in your love for who you are. This reverberates particle by particle by particle, and reverberation of affirmation and walking forward with a smile. All of these are vibratory magnetizations that are occurring in your field unseen. And yet you're synchronizing and you're catalyzing these new coincidences that just come to you because you're magnetizing that energy from your heart space. And so if you'd like to get yourself comfortable and just feel into the space that you'd like to recharge as the source-aligned space for the highest and for the greatest, for the highest source alignment of pure, unconditional love. And if you so desire, you have those that are in your family circle or in your current day that you have a concern about or you have been worrying. Acknowledge that you have been worrying. For your acknowledgement begins the release. Acknowledge that what it is that you're ready to release. Acknowledge what you're ready to bring forward and heal through forgiveness, through the Ho'oponopono. And it's a long time used affirmation of forgiveness. And it's opening the heart space to the all in that forgiveness, to say that I did the best I knew how from what I knew, but now I'm ready to forgive and I'm let go. I'm ready to step into this new phase of being me, in my source alignment, and as being source, as acknowledging myself as source, that I walk within fields of source essence, that I move as a source essence, and I celebrate who I am. And I really want to let this go. Whether it's how we've treated others because of old belief systems, whether it's how we thought we had to control others to keep them safe. And again, those are back to the vibrations of fear. Not allowing them to be their fully liberated source essence, or empowering them that they are truly powerful within who they are, to make their own choices in light and love, so they can navigate their own emotional fields, or their vibratory fields, or their physical wellness. So empowering those energies back to them, to take responsibility for their light, to take responsibility for their creative expression as source, through our empowerment and inspiration, and not having to control their moves, or their motives, or their words, or anything like that we thought we had to do for their best interest. Really allowing the experience of them being source in their highest and their best. So bring those visual imaginings of those that you so desire to entangle this vibration with, and just sit with your back straight, with the soft intention to open your pillar of light. The pillar of light is the prana tube, the crystalline tube that runs source essence up and down all of your systems. And a full inhale, opening the prana tube by your activation and your acknowledgement. A full body inhale, giving the body all that it needs as divine source breath, as divine source energy, light, and codations to feed and nourish all that you are as a multidimensional being, energetically, mentally, physically, etherically. All that you are as a crystalline light being, your DNA, the blood, all that you are, every inhale and exhale feeds and nourishes all that you are as a multidimensional being of Christed light, of source light, of human form, in your divine temple, honoring who you are as a temple of light. And feel your feet firmly planted within the sands and soils of Gaia, acknowledging and bringing recognition into your oneness with her, your source template with her, your blueprint and your agreement with her. For in every time that you move forward in something that really feels good, and your alignment of who you are, your authentic truth, your authentic frequency of love, you're allowing your blueprint to also move with Gaia's intention for humanity to become liberated, for humanity to become free in of itself as source light. So these contracts and these agreements and these blueprints are always threaded. Remember the fields of the all, working with one another, and she will feed you the energies to assist in bringing your home to greater harmonic balance, as within, so without, moving beyond the walls of the home, beyond the walls of the room, and call her in to assist in the rebalancing and the nourishing of the home with Gaia consciousness, with God consciousness, with Source Creator consciousness, the angelic consciousness as you move your hands up in an Infinity 8 symbol, bringing in all of the consciousness fields of the highest frequencies of pure love, of pure light. And you may feel your torso, your pillar of light, the upper body moving back and forth or side to side or in a circle. For you're bringing in greater light, you're bringing in a faster oscillation through your intentions to work within the fields. The fields within, the fields without. Your intention is your fields within, the God consciousness within, your DNA, your blood, the divine sacred heart at the center of your body. And you're calling in harmonization of all 13, 14 chakras. The pineal gland is now open. All chakras spinning in harmonization, and just breathing and giving yourself permission to release all that no longer serves. Through your exhale, release all that no longer serves down into the sands and soils of Gaia for a recalibration, for transmutation of any of energies that no longer serve. And we're going to release worry. We're going to release fear. We're going to release the concerns that we've had. We're going to release any thought forms that no longer serve us, that are dense and negative. We're going to release all frequencies that are attached to us that we might not be aware of or might not know, picking up through the astral fields as we walk about, negative imprints that we walk about, negative thought forms in the home. We're just going to move our hands in and around the field, blessing and creating through divine, Christed, pure, unconditional love and light, pure, unconditional love and light. And we just wash all of the walls in the fields with our pure intention that our hands and our bodies and our intentions are pure wands of light, and we clear and cleanse all that no longer serves to be released and washed away. And at this very same time, we feel the healing teams and the higher selves and the souls of all of those within the family, of all of those in the circle that you exist within, encircling this sacred space, encircling this sacred invocation and commandment of cleansing and purifying. And all of the souls that are in the home, that are entangled with you, coming forward so that their interaction with those in your home are done at the highest and the best of their soul contracts. And if there's anyone in the home that does not want to partake in the clearing and the cleansing and the releasing of negative energies, then you will feel their presence just not be available. And their guides will say, sorry, not this time. And you will just call them forward. We call forward the higher selves and the souls of those in this home forward into this sacred circle of clearing and cleansing. And the archangels and the heavenly councils and the Christ collective and the divine and holy Mother Father and all of our higher selves, so that any healings, any releases, any clearings and any cleansing are done in the highest and in the best of all those within this home, so that the highest frequencies of love and joy and benevolence be met through the multidimensional bodies of all within this home. And so that if they so desire, through their hearts, they take part and they honor and they swim and they breathe within these Christed consciousness frequencies. It's always free will. But we're offering these forwards with their higher selves and their souls to assist with just the clearing and the cleansing and the releasing of negative thought forms, the releasing of negative energies or entities that do not serve, releasing of accords, releasing of contracts or any agreements that do not serve in the highest and in the best of your own contract. Releasing anything that does not serve your own destiny and your own soul's purpose be released in this moment of now. And the higher selves and the souls of all others are merely just standing by and assisting with the energy and the holding space. You're clearing your own field. You're clearing your own threads or cords that do not serve you. And bring those that you've been worried about into the focus, bringing their visualization into your meditation. And bring the walls of the home around you. They can be standing in front of you into the room that you're in. And we're going to say our forgiveness in anything that we may have done or said that has caused us or them any pain or anxiety or worry or fear. And the Ho'oponopono forgiveness prayer. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. I love you. And thank you. And if there's something specific that you would like to be embedded within this forgiveness and release, then state that specific word or state that specific experience that you know that has been friction between you, that you truly desire to bring resolve, whether it was a limited perspective that you held, whether it was your holding on in control or fear for their safety. I'm sorry for holding you back and thinking that you are not the divine perfection that you are. Please forgive me. I love you. I know you are a divine source creator. And thank you for holding me in this divine co-creative experience so that we may release what no longer serves and step to a new vibration of co-creation and living. I'm sorry. I spoke those words of anger or frustration because I was worried for you, but now I understand that worry and fear are limitations, so please forgive me. I love you. And thank you for being in this co-creation with me so that I learn so much in this loving, unconditional experience. I'm sorry for placing too many demands or controls and not allowing you to soar creatively. Please forgive me. I'm working within all that I had known and all that I had understood to be true, and I understand that that's ready for change now because I can see it frustrates you and it holds you back in your creative endeavors. Please forgive me. I love you, and thank you. I hold myself and I hold you in the Most High. I honor my path with the Creator. I honor your path with the Creator. I love you unconditionally. I accept you unconditionally. You do not have to change, for I will always love you and love you unconditionally. And you are exactly where you're meant to be. You are a divine co-creator with Source. You are God and I am God, and we are one. I hold you in the Most High. I empower you and I inspire you to be all that you can be. And know that Source Creator resides within you, with all answers, all direction, all guidance. That you have the capabilities and the skills and the tools to heal your own body, to carve a path uniquely for you. And that my worry was unfounded based on old fears and perspectives and belief patterns that I carried on from generations before that I'm ready to release now. So please forgive me and anything that I have done or said that have held you back in any way, for I'm ready to release. And I shift the energies in this home from worry and fear to liberation and excitement. For our paths are choosing new directions of co-creation, and I set this intention for me and myself in this home now. And all those that so desire to swim within a greater liberation, the energies and the vibrations will be set for you to move in your own unique, creative way. I honor you. I honor your path with Source, and I trust you. I trust all that you're moving will allow you to learn what you are here to learn and explore and express and experience as Source. I love you unconditionally, and I accept you just as you are. Perfect and divine. You are divine God essence, and I am divine God essence. We are one. I hold you in the Most High. I honor your path with the Creator, and I know that your path is unique and creative and expressive, and it will be all that you so desire it to be. And I release all fear, I release all worry, and I open to excitement. I open to new ways that I can inspire and empower you to move about your path in joy and creativity. I intend wholeheartedly, as my heart is open in pure joy and excitement, to shift the energies from fear and limitation and worry to liberation, creativity, and exuberation for who we are as unique individuals as Source Creator. For we each have unique paths, and our soul's destiny, our soul's journey, is to explore it fully and express it fully and experience it fully in our own unique ways. And I will guide and I will empower and inspire in all that I am able. For I love you and I hold you in the Most High as I hold myself. And I thank you for being with me in this co-creative journey. And I send loving emanations of love and excitement and creative bliss and joy into the vibrations of this home. And my hands and my voice and my intentions and my dance and my song are the intentions of new energies, are the intentions of the co-creations of the entanglements between us all. I call in the heavens and I call in the angels. I call in Gaia consciousness and source consciousness to live through me, to live through this home and the walls, so that joy and happiness and peace and harmony and bliss be the vibrations that we dance within. For these are the intentions of my heart. These are the intentions of my joyful exploration. And I offer it forward freely to the all. For as I have been loved unconditionally, I so too offer my heart the same. For I am a Christed being of light, and I offer all that I am in this joy, for I radiate, I illuminate, I am Christed light. And I love you. I love all that I am unconditionally, so that I may set these new frequencies, so that I may be served. And in my serving of myself and my soul and my heart through love, the all is served, and the vibrations of this home are changed. Through my intentions, through my breath, through my choice to live in happiness and smile and dance and laugh and be playful, the vibrations of this home are forever changed. And we will be supported by the fields of God consciousness. We will be supported by the fields of Source Creator Light. We will be supported by Spirit, by Gaia consciousness, and our healing teams and our spirit guides. But there's an infinite webbing and weaving of support and love, and the Christ consciousness living and breathing through us. And it can be felt, and it can be seen, and it can be experienced. I choose to let go of all limitation. I choose to let go of all fear. For they are the illusions that I'm here to transcend through the own loving of myself and forgiving of myself. I set the intention. I am pure Creator Light. And these walls and these floors and all that exists within all that is are supporting the love and the joy and the bliss and the harmony that I intend here so. I send loving Christic light for your joy and for your bliss and for your greater good. For I hold you in the Most High. I honor your path with the Creator. I honor my path with the Creator. I love you unconditionally. You do not have to change for me to love you. I love you. I accept you for all that you are, for you are God and I am God and we are one. In this divine allowance, I allow all that I am as love to flow. I allow all that I am as the acceptance of who you are as I am. Divine Creator Light and love. Amen. And so it is. Amen. And in your affirmations, this can be done at any time that you so desire. And infuse your own affirmations within your daily rituals and daily communions and your sacred space as you set forward your sacred vibrations for the day. And know that a lot of energy can be moved just by allowance and acceptance. Allowing all others to be exactly who they are and where they are in their path. Allowing all others to take full responsibility for their path and their fields and their light and their bodies. Through our guidance and through our empowerment, again, depending on how old the children are. But just taking that pressure off of the worry and the fear to shift the perspectives of belief and shift the perspectives of responsibility and shift the perspectives of how we are able to masterfully change the vibration of the home, because we are truly sitting within quantum weavings of God consciousness. And through our intentions and choice, we recreate those new vibrations, literally new realities for our experience. And the vibrational fields can be felt through those within the home. And begin talking about the vibrational fields. Begin talking about the synchronicities that we call in from the vibrations of our core frequency, and allowing us to each live fully and truly in our own light fields as we create them. And this is truly magical and divine. So we hope you have fun with it, and we hope you move forward in great exaltation and excitement to be who you are. Begin creating your reality through understanding who you are as a field of light, as a beautiful sphere of creator light and creator creativity, to move about in experiencing your own mastery in movement of love, in movement of joy, and in movement of all others being exactly who they are, divinely and perfectly in their own light as you are in yours. Namaste, dear lighted ones, and we wish you the highest and the most blissful joy. Amen. Amen. And truly, amen.